So you've been in some big blockbusters.
Yes.
And some really great indies. What brings you back?
Like my teeth? This is makeup. Norma. Very talented.
She is very
makeup
talented.
woman.
So what brings you back to these like smaller budget indie films of the glamour of being here?
I think the scripts, the parts are really good. Mm-hmm. It's more of a collaboration. I think you do less waiting around, and there's pluses and minuses to that, you know. You can complain, you know they joke about, you want to hear an actor complain, give him a job, which is true. But I would rather complain about being too tired and not having time to shit, literally, than complain about waiting around, waiting and hurry up and wait. I'd rather be busy acting and thinking about a scene or I want to be creative. If I'm here, it's fun to hang out and everything, but we're here to do a job, and I don't want to hang out. I'm here to be creative and do some acting, and so when you're on these big studio movies, a lot of times you're waiting around quite a bit, especially if you're doing a supporting role. You're waiting around. So I think that's a big thing, is when you're on a smaller movie, you're in this kind of creative bubble, and especially if you're doing a lead role, you're really in collaboration with the director, and you're really a big part of the storytelling, It's fun. It's much fun. It's funner. Yeah.
So how did you enjoy working up here in Vancouver?
It was great. It was rainy. It's muddy. I like Vancouver, though. It was a little muddy and rainy. Beautiful landscape, though. Nice people. The homeless people are kind of aggressive.
Remember when that guy got down on his knees when we were going to that party?
Is that what
happened?
Really? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
It was weird. Sorry.
Some crazy people. But I had a good time here. Nice people. Cuban cigars. Nice. Good stuff, yeah.
So what have been some of the hardest parts of shooting this film?
Well, not to bitch and whine, but I'm a little physically beat up. It was kind of more physical than I thought, It was got aches and pains, and I got sick. But that happens on every job, I guess. Anything that's worth its weight. But it was a lot of concentration. I hit a wall yesterday. I was pretty spent. I wasn't really. I had to take David aside and tell him, I don't know how much more I got in me, And these actors come in and they have a lot more energy because they're a little fresher, and so thank God, they come in and they wake you up a little. You got to, bring your A game again. It's like you kind of have waves of like you have these waves of energy, and you have to kind of snap out of your grog and go, oh yeah, okay, this is okay. I gotta get it together. This is important. You know what I mean?
So you've been in pretty much every scene of the movie.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was intense, man. It's been a while since I did that. I did that on Choke and Moon. I feel like there's another one. Done it a couple times, but this has been intense. Choke was hard. Moon was hard. This was really hard. This is a hard one. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go do another one. I'm in every scene too, which will be hard. But it's fun. But it's hard. It's hard. It's nice when you get a couple days off and you come back, do some act your brains out, and then you have a day off. But yeah, we didn't have that, so there's no time to recover and restore the battery as much. But nothing a little bourbon and chips and salsa at Sazerac can't help.
So what were some of the highlights, some of the best moments you've had up here?
What are some of the best moments? One of the best moments. Well, you know, I had some fun nights out at the Blue Water and at the whiskey bar, hanging with, you know, you get some, I think having just some few memories of good laughs, you know, with people, and Macy cracking jokes, and, you know, Melissa's energy, you know, and just such an effervescent kind of energy. And again, like people like Ophelia, you know, the day when she's Waylon's got her by the throat, you know, she really carried us through that whole day, you know. And, you know, Jason and I had to kind of kick into gear, and, you know, it was like she was really playing the stakes of the scene, which is thank God, you know, like, and then David and I having rolling cigarettes and drinking Coke Zero and coffee, mochachinos, and talking about the scene and other things, and just you know, that kind of stuff. You know, working on the, you know, the good moments, when there you find there's a little fairy dust on the scene. You know, you don't know if you're gonna get it. You know, you learn new things. You know, learned a lot on this one. Learned a lot of stuff on this one. Yeah, learned from other people and other actors, and just everything, what you're capable of, and it's good. It's been good. It's been a while since I did a lead role. I think it's been a little while. Yeah.
James has a specific question for you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You've done, I think, 4 movies that involve moons.
Oh, jeez.
John Moon, was it 13 Moons? Is it called? And
13
Box
Moons.
Full of Moonlight.
Box of Moonlight. Box of Moonlight. Yeah.
Does that mean
Well,
you're
13
watching
Moons.
this?
I've actually never seen 13 Moons, so but it's a friend of mine. We had a lot of talented people in that movie, but I still haven't seen it. But you're right. That's interesting. That's interesting.
You're drawn to moons.
I'm drawn to moons. Box of Moonlights was a big deal for me. That kind of changed my whole career, and then Moon was a big deal. That's become really well received. Yeah, so maybe that's good luck. I don't know.
That's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is. Moon, John Moon. Yeah, such a crazy name for a
hick.
For a hick, right?
Yeah.
For a farmer. Yeah.
It's very effervescent.